Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Discord. We got 1 minute to the opening bell. Let's see if we can make some money today. We want some avocado toast money. Okay, 1 minute to the bell. I definitely see we have some downward pressure. We have some downward pressure, but we are in oversold territory. Let's see how long that lasts for. I got a key level marked out at 601.75. Okay, here's opening bell. And we'll see how strong this downtrend is. Yeah, ignore the early morning, this magenta channel for now. Don't know if it's valid yet. We'll see. But I have this key level marked out. We'll see how the market reacts to it. Okay. Some early rejection. I want to see a test off that 20-day moving average. I want to see it go up and test that 20-day, which is hovering at 604 right now. So yeah, perfect bounce off this key level that I had earlier. No need to chase this. No need to chase this. No need to chase this just yet. $604.73 would be the target if you did decide to take this call. So these early algorithms, go ahead and ignore that because I don't have any. They're not valid yet. I gotta wait to validate it. Ignore these early algorithms. I mean, we are in a significant downtrend. See why we don't take early candles? This is why we don't take early candles, because look at this one big engulfing candle could wipe you out and send you back heading the other way. Let the early candles play out, and we'll get our setups. They're on the way. Let the early candles play out. None of these are valid right now. We gotta wait for the imbalances to show themselves. Okay, I think this purple may be valid. I need some more. Some more information. Yeah, we're in a firm downtrend, so we're looking for shorts. We're looking for put options now, okay? I'm not confident with this purple, so give this purple a second to develop. But it looks like more continuation from last session. If you remember, well, it was magenta on last session, but so far it looks damn near identical to the setups. Damn near identical. If you took this head and shoulders, if you took this one, you're in profit now. Good for you. Good for you. Nice early morning base hit. Give it a little bit of space. Early morning candles, they like to whip back and forth. But give it a little space so you can let it fully develop. Got some room for the down. This thing has some room for the down. If you didn't get in already, it's too late. I know I was kind of late to the party, but you should be able to extract something if you would have went in. So maybe the breaker purple looks like it's going to be the thing today. So if we're going to continue down, we want to see something like this. We want to see a rejection off of this, right? We're going to go up. I would have preferred to see it dig deeper. So if it does dig deeper, here's the other setup. So these are what we're waiting for right now. Still early. We don't need to be taking trades right now. We still got a little bit more time to let this develop. No need to take trades. Yeah, we're still got some downside. But we're gonna be able to test to see if this magenta holds up. This magenta line holds up. We're gonna be able to test it right now. Let's see if we get a purple forming here. So for the up, it would look like I didn't finish the up. We need to break out of this magenta. So we need to break through, retest, and reject off. Well, ideally, I would like to see us retest this 20-day, which is at 604. That's the ideal setup, but we're going to see how it reacts to this key level. If it rejects off this key level at what, 601.75, that's going to give us good direction. Rejecting meaning heading down. Because right now it's heading up towards it, so let's see if it rejects off of it for that bolt down. No need to take a trade right now. No need to take a trade. I'm not super confident what this purple is yet. I'm not super confident with this purple algo, so give it a second. See if it breaks through this magenta. Okay, so we're looking for shorts, but our best calls are going to be on the bottom of this magenta. This bottom magenta is going to be our best calls. We're looking for shorts though, right? That's why I put the circle here. This is your riskiest trade. Clean up the chart just a bit. Because we're still firmly in this downtrend. Alright, so we don't want to buy any puts at the bottom already, right? It's already too late. If you missed the move, you missed the move. We want to wait for some pullback, and then we'll look for the put setup. No need to go in right now. We got to see how the price reacts to this magenta. Okay. All we know is we're in this downtrend. That's all we do know. We don't need to force anything. Setups will show up. So let's see if we got this forming right here. All the Discord members, hopefully you checked out the new channel for the charts, so you can share my charts. I'm currently sharing the charts. So if you have a trading view, you can see what I'm doing as I'm doing it. Alright, so I'm liking this green channel so far. Our safest longs are going to be above this magenta. Yeah, so we want to see something like this. Something like this would be ideal for if it wants to turn around. Otherwise, we're looking for shorts. We're not going long until we break this magenta. Still got plenty of room for the down. So much downward pressure that even a bull cycle would be weak. It looks like a weak bull cycle. A bull cycle meaning upward trajectory for a while. If you took that initial head and shoulders, boy, are you happy. Boy, are you happy. So it looks like it might want to build liquidity in the purple, and then the break of blue might be that down. That initial early morning trade, geez, with that head and shoulders off rip, that was amazing. That was amazing. Let's see how it reacts to the bottom of this green. We want to see how it reacts to the bottom of this green right here. Alright, so our setup for any further down that would be the ideal. This green's going to be interesting. It's also at a key level. What do I have marked out? 599.47. So it's going to be interesting right here. Let's see what happens. We missed the move, we missed the move. No need to chase. Still early. It's only been, what? A couple minutes. It's only been a few minutes. Still got plenty of strength for the down. Still got plenty of strength down. We should be looking for puts. Should be looking for puts, but wait for the setup, right? Wait for the setup. Don't force it. Don't chase it. It'll happen. Again, we're not going to start thinking about going long. We're not going to start thinking about calls until above this magenta. We're not even thinking about it until we get above this magenta, if we get above it. Remember, your best calls are going to be on the bottom. So on the bottom of what? On the bottom of your, you see this green? On the bottom here, that'd be your best call. But we're in a downtrend, you don't want to force that. If there is going to be a reversal or a change of direction, most likely on the bottom, right? Not on the top. You don't want to buy at the top. So much strength down. No reason to go long at all. Another bolt down. So much strength down. I don't even see any weakness for the down yet. None. If you took this bolt down, you should be in profit as well. Oh, plenty of profit. Might have a half channel forming. No pullbacks, none. No pullbacks. Just arrows straight down. Straight down arrow. Alright, the second bolt down. Good money from this one as well. Good money. I'm going to clean up the chart. See if that plays out. $598.33. That's marked out here. Let's see if it hits that. So the Discord members, if you look in the morning report, I have 598.33 specifically annotated. And we blew right past that. Okay. Too late to jump in now. If you didn't get in, if you didn't get in now, too late for it. There's just no weakness for the downside. The downside looks plenty of strength for the downside. Plenty of time. You're not missing anything. Plenty of time. We don't want to blow our account on FOMO. Incredible. Wow, look at this downward pressure. Jeez. I have 594 as another major level, so we'll see how that plays out. This is just straight down. It's damn near impossible to chart this. Yeah, all those bolt downs are still holding up. Wow, look at this. Big sell-off. Something must have happened. It could just be more continuation from Friday, because Friday was a huge sell-off. These are just orders that were waiting to go in. We gotta wait for a bull cycle to come through. We haven't seen one bull cycle yet. We haven't seen one bull cycle. We gotta wait. Look at the sell-off. Any pullback looks like a good put option. It's hard to validate any of these lines because it's just a straight arrow down. If you took a put on any of these bolt downs, good for you. So much money we made. But here's the thing, you got a 50-50 shot. So if you got stopped out on the call, then you know where it's going, right? Easy claps. Yeah, we should be looking for put options. I told you, we're not looking for calls unless we get above this magenta line way up here. Otherwise, we're not looking for calls. Because we need price action to build, which shows us momentum going up. We don't have any momentum going up whatsoever. I don't see any divergences. I just see no weakness in this down. $5.94 looks like the next target. We got to see some type of pullback before we even start plotting anything. All right, let's see how much it pulls back here. Let's see. Now we might be starting a bull cycle here. Now we're starting our bull cycle. Big momentum candle. Let's see how it swings. Big momentum candle. Again, we're not going long or calls until we get way up here. This is the risky one, right? If you went in on this, well, actually it was late, right? So you probably would have got filled somewhere in here. So this is the risk. What we do know is a big momentum candle. I want to see how this 5-minute candle finishes. If it finishes like a hammer, then that can tell us something. But we've been in oversold territory for a while. Might be able to scalp this real quick on the call. Scalp that call. There it is. So I'd want to see it do this right here. So this 599.47, that's going to be major resistance. So if we get above this first magenta, then the next resistance is going to be this 599.47. We got to see how we react here. That call scalp would have been nice. Now we finally had a proper, now we're going through a bull cycle, so we'll see how this bull cycle finishes, and that's going to tell us what our day is going to look like. Man, it's tough to plot. This is tough to chart today. The early candles. I think that green looks pretty solid. The blue might be holding up. The magenta, it's hard to tell. We'll see. We'll let it play out. We're still in the bull cycle. I don't see any weakness coming in the bull cycle yet. But on this 30-minute, look at this. Look at the wick on this 30-minute. So we'll see how this 30-minute closes out. Okay. So it broke. I'd wait for a retest and rejection off this 599.47. Let it digest some of that. Because this is a major point right here. We got to see how this candle closes. We got to see how this candle closes right here. This is a major point. But this big momentum candle was an indicator. If you go look back at the videos for the momentum, the candles and time frame, this will tell you exactly what to do right here. This 599.47, that's going to be a major point right here. If you didn't already get in on the call, wait. You got to wait. Expect some pullback here. Okay, good move. Good move. Here's the resistance now. Here's the resistance. Now we're going to see what happens here. This is the key level. That's why I have it marked out in white. Alright, we got some weakness coming in as expected. And just as expected, major resistance right here, this 599.47. So let's see if it swoops right here where this right shoulder is. I'm going to clean up the chart a little bit. Remember what I have on here? So on the bigger time frame,
Rage on that beat, going crazy.
okay, now everything's starting to shape up. Okay, we should be easier now. Here we go. Now everything's starting to shape up. All right, here we go. So it's going to build liquidity in the purple. And then break a blue is your indication for the down, okay? Took a little bit, but we got to figure it out. Key level is going to be on this magenta line right here that I have. Want to see what happens there. Otherwise, what we're looking for the down is going to be rejecting off this magenta. That's what we want to look for another leg down. So this area right here is your, we don't know. This is where you're taking your 50-50 shot. This level right here along this magenta is going to be, we don't know. We're taking a 50-50 shot. We know we have strong pressure down. You don't want to fight the trend. But is it the reversal? We don't know. Let me put these in different colors so you can see what I'm talking about. So for the down motion, we'll do an orange. This is a major key level right here. See how I marked out? So what this is telling me is that my safest puts are going to be along this magenta, and my safest calls are going to be along this blue. I see we have some upward momentum coming in. It's sideways. This is sideways. There's nothing to do right here. This is a 50-50 shot. But if this inverse head and shoulders is playing out in the yellow, shoulder, head, shoulder, that's exactly what it's going to look like. So it looks like we closed right above the magenta. Can't do anything here. This is why I have the circle here. This is the most risk. I do know that the puts are the safest on the top, and the calls are the safest on this blue. That's what I do know. Remember, it's always easier to go with the trend. Right? We should be looking for put entries. It's always easier to go with the trend. We're dancing right on blue. We need to see what happens at blue. We're right on blue. It hasn't closed. There it is. There it is. Let's see how much it's going to dig. Perfect. So if you took this put as I instructed on the magenta, the safest puts are on magenta. If you took this put with this head and shoulders that I drew out in orange, your first profit target is when it breaks. This yellow is going to be first profit target. But it looks like it wants to target on blue, right? And you also see this orange bolt down, right? I told you we're looking for puts because you don't want to fight the trend. We're looking for put options. We're not looking, and I said we don't go long until we break above, retest, and reject off of this magenta. Specific instructions. There's no way to lose. There's no way to lose because I said when we're going to go long, right? There's no way to lose. We're still in this trade until we look at it. Look how beautiful this move. Look how perfectly the price tracked along this shoulder here. Perfectly. So even if you did decide to go long, if you would have turned around and doubled up the other way, you're in money. There's no way to lose. Absolutely no way to lose. Absolutely no way to lose. And I told you specifically that break of blue, right? Remember, break of blue is going to be your indication for the down. I just said that. There's nothing more I can do other than tell you when it's going to go down, right? I'm telling you when it's going to go down. I told you we're not going calls until after this magenta. It needs to break, retest, and reject off magenta. That's what the calls look like. That's just what it is. And I told you on break of blue, this is, look at the money that's rolling in. I drew this orange, don't forget that. I drew this orange and it danced perfectly on the orange. Perfectly. Your first profit target is about to be hit. Still have some room for the down. Still got room for the down. Still has room for the down. Still inside this yellow. We're still holding this trade. Right? You're safe. Your trade's protected. You are safe. You are absolutely safe. If it's going to retrace a bit, it's going to look like this. I'll go back to yellow. Easy scalp. Easy scalp right there. That should have stopped you out right there. Should have been stopped out, but for a profit. Now we got to see how we react to this. Look at that. Let's see how it goes. Let's see. Yeah, we're not looking for calls until, we got a way to go for calls. I at least want to be above this 599.47 before I start looking at calls. We're looking for shorts, right? We're looking for the puts. It's easier to go with the trend because at least you could, you got some room to move. For the calls, you got to chase it, and you don't know when it's going to go the other way because you're in a downtrend. And it doesn't mean every move's going to be big and huge and yada yada yada, but I definitely said your safest put is going to be on the top of this magenta. your safest put. It has to be. So if you took that initial put on this magenta, if you took this initial one, your out should be on the break of this magenta, right? Because I told you this magenta is going to tell us what we need to be doing. So once this price breaks, take your profit and move on. Take your profit and move on. If you're here, you broke. If you got in on the break of blue, now that you broke here, you should be out for profit target 1. If you're holding runners, profit target 2, you got to wait until it retests this blue. Almost too easy. It's almost as if I told you exactly what to do before it happened. Look at this. It's almost like I drew it out for you. Come on now. Come on. Look at the movement. Look at that movement. Come on. Keep going. Keep going. Now we're going to start another yellow here. I'll just use this one. Look at it. Look at the movement. Oh, come on. A little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. It wants to break it so bad. It wants to break it. Can't do anything here, right? You got to take your trades at the. You're taking your puts at the top. You're taking your calls on the bottom. So this magenta is going to tell us what's going to happen. We need to break this magenta, retest and reject. So it's going to look like this wherever it happens. I don't know where it's going to happen, but it needs to break through, retest, and reject. Okay, that's what needs to happen. So it didn't break blue here. We're not interested in any more puts. Look at the movement. I don't know. It's almost as if you have someone telling you exactly what's going to happen. I don't know. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do. Easy claps. Easy claps. This is easy claps. I'm telling you exactly where your call should be, right? It has to break and retest. We haven't done that. So we know we're looking for shorts. Shorts along where? Along or puts. Along the top of this magenta. That's where your puts are. And if you're wrong, you can at least make something out of it, right? You can at least make something out of it. You got stopped out there, you made something. No big deal. All right, let's see if this cup and handle is going to play out now. Let's see if the cup and handle is going to play out. Now you're in no man's land. There's no trade to be taken here. There's no trade to be taken here. You took this head and shoulders, this orange one, amazing. Or if you took this bolt down, absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. You had a 50-50 shot, and if you were wrong on one, the other one definitely would have worked out. Definitely would have worked out. You can't lose. Clean up the chart just a bit. Alright, let's see what happens here. I want to see a strong move inside of this blue channel. I want to see a big candle inside this blue. Yeah, I'm not convinced that we're turning around until we get up here. If we miss it, we miss it. I'm drawing out the pattern, what it needs to look like. Don't chase this. Don't let one candle fool you. Don't chase it. There's indecision here. Don't chase this. Nothing to do right here. There's nothing to do. If you're in on a put, you gotta protect aggressively. Protect it aggressively. Protect your put aggressively. No trade to be taken right now. It was dancing on the top of this magenta. On the top, on the high side of the magenta. Don't forget, we want to see a break and retest. Meaning we want to see something like this happen over here. Remember, tapering takes time. So if this does go up, wait till this 599.47. That's your safest bet. Once it breaks, retests, and rejects off 599.47. Until then, you're in a downtrend. There it is. Good move. Good move. I think this candle right here probably stopped some of us out on that put. But remember, it's the close of the candle, not the wick. The close of the candle will tell you. We're still in a downtrend, but we have upward pressure, so we're sideways. Pretty much sideways. But the lines are holding up. Everything's holding up the way it should. If you'd have took break of this blue, you're in a lot of money right now. On break of this blue is a lot of money. Look at the money. So if you took this initial break of blue or this initial put on this magenta, you don't get out until you close above magenta, right? So you made all this money down to here. I told you magenta is going to be the key here, and it has to be a strong move out of it. A strong move out of it. A nice momentum candle. Maybe it's something like it's forming right now. Maybe like this. I want to see how this candle closes. Remember, tapering takes time. We're not even thinking about longs until up here. This is our safest. If we don't trade, we don't need to trade every single move. The setup has to present itself. Okay? Remember that. Don't trade every single move, every single candle. Allow the setup to present itself. And if it goes by, it goes by. No big deal. So this orange algorithm I just drew, I think this is the thing. This orange one I just drew, this is probably a thing. So our calls are going to be on the bottom of this orange, and also, like I said, calls are going to be on the bottom of blue, right? Bottom of blue is going to be your calls. Look how look, bottom of blue is going to be your calls. I said break of blue is going to be your puts. Right? So remember, the top of magenta is going to be your puts. The bottom of blue is going to be your calls. These are the least amount of risk. The least amount of risk. Now this is going to head down. Remember what we're looking for, right? The break of blue. So break of purple is going to be your indication. Break of blue is going to be the next move down. Right, so right now, are we seeing the break of magenta, the retest and rejection? We don't know yet. No man's land right here. No trading going on right now. This orange looks like sloping support. So it's risky here. Too risky. This is a risky zone. Risky zone right here. We don't have to chase every single trade. If you pay attention, that we know it's close to 11. 11, we know what happens. The market likes to compress and just go sideways and chop for a little bit. Oh my goodness, break of blue. You gotta wait for continuation. You gotta wait for continuation. If you didn't get in on break of blue, you gotta wait for continuation. I see sloping support here, so I may need to adjust this orange. We're gonna see. We're going to see. The long term says we're still in a downtrend, obviously, but maybe a shallow bull cycle coming in. I don't know how strong this bull cycle is going to be. Remember, the long setup is way up here at 599.47. We're not even concerned about longs until we get up here. We might have a W forming though. W pattern looks like, let me not even draw it. Let me not even draw it. No, I'll draw it. But that break of blue is holding up. Look at that move. Brilliant. 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 Brilliant move. Easy claps. Easy claps. Easy claps. Easy. Easy. Look, break of blue. So break of purple was your indicator. Break of blue was your confirmation. There it is. If you're scalping, you're making quick money right here. You're making quick money right here. But remember, for the long, we wanted to see the break, retest, and rejection. We never saw the rejection off of magenta. Look, easy claps. It doesn't get any easier than this. You know exactly what's going to happen before it happens. We're looking for shorts all day. We're not looking for longs until we get 599.47 again for the last time. No reason to chase anything. Alright, so that yellow broke. Don't chase every candle. No reason to chase candles. Don't chase every candle. Let it play out. We're going to verify this orange now. I want to see it. To verify orange, I want to see it retest and break below again.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.
So if you got in on this break of blue, on this break of yellow was your exit, right? Break of yellow was your exit. Quick scalp. We need to get above this orange for sure. Above this orange before we even start looking at calls. Let it all play out. Let it all play out. Okay, so for your up scenario, it's going to be building liquidity inside of green and then break of magenta. It's going to be your up scenario. So now you know your up and down scenarios. To recap, your down scenario is going to be building liquidity inside purple and then break of blue. For your up scenario, it's going to be building liquidity inside of green and then break a magenta. Okay? So your best calls are going to be at the bottom of blue. Your best puts are going to be at the bottom, at the top of magenta. Remember, tapering takes time. If it's going to go up, it has to travel this path right here. And we need to see it grab liquidity from other levels. That's why I want to see a break, retest, and rejection off of this 599. So if you've been paying attention, and I've been saying buy calls on the bottom of blue, your profit target one would be break of purple. Okay? So if you're buying calls on the bottom of blue, profit target one would be break of purple. If you're buying puts on the top of magenta, your profit target one would be break of yellow. So now you know every single setup. Every single setup. You got to wait for the structure to play out, right? What's the structure I'm talking about? The yellow that I'm drawing. So those are your bets, right? Those are your risk points. The flexion points of the yellow are your risk points. So the ideal cup and handle would be something like, oh, sorry, hold on, I gotta do that again. Like that, right? I want to stay inside this blue. Remember, staying inside the blue is important. So if you took the calls, on the bottom of blue, if you're taking these calls, you're not exiting until you break purple. Okay? So the advantage of being in Discord is that you know where your risk is. I will admit, it took a little bit to figure this stuff out, but look, I figured out blue early, and I think I figured out purple early, but it took a minute for the magenta to form itself. And remember, I drew this magenta line a long time ago. That was a guess. I don't know where it was going to happen, but I know what it needs to look like. So if you took this, amazing, perfect. We got to see what's going to happen. I don't know where this magenta line actually is. This one right here, I'm going to highlight it. I don't know where it actually is. I got to see when it forms. It hasn't formed yet. But I do know if you took the call on the bottom of blue, you're not getting out until the break of purple. That would be your profit target 1. Your profit target 2 would be break of blue. You have plenty of room, right? Your runners are safe and protected, even if you got in late. Well, it's too late to do anything now because we're at major points. We're at major points. And again, I don't know if this magenta, this one is valid. I have to wait for it to form. It hasn't formed yet. But I do know that W played out pretty nice. That W played out pretty nice. Okay, nice strong move. Nice strong move. Good move. I got about another 30 minutes on here, but you know what the setups look like. I mean, still you're in the downtrend, right? You're still in the downtrend. So, oh, looks like that magenta held up perfect. That was lucky. That was lucky. I'm not gonna lie. That was lucky because I did that a long time ago, to give you an example. Remember, we're not thinking about longs until up here. The risk is, you know, I showed you where the risk is, but confirmation of the long should be somewhere up here. For the longs, we want to see a break this orange. I'll highlight it. Break the orange like this. Wherever it happens, I'm not sure where, but we want to see it break through, retest, and reject. Okay? That's what your longs look like. Way up here. We still got 599.47. I've been saying that all morning. And this is how we minimize the risk. There's no reason to go long until we get up here. I've been saying that. We're looking for short entries. Where are the shorts? Along the top of magenta. Oh my goodness. Look at it. Look at it play out so perfect. I took a guess where this would be, so that was just lucky on my part. But remember, break a blue. That should be your... start thinking about, you know, cutting all your runners. Your runners should be cut by now when it breaks blue. If you got in on the bottom of blue, your runners are cut when it breaks blue. You're safe, you're protected. Profit target 1 for the blue is the break of purple. So profit target 1 hit. If it goes up after that, it goes up after that. Your runners will take care of this blue. So if you cut half your position here, then you got your other half trailing up along with this blue. Okay? That's how that works. So if you bought the call on the bottom of blue, half your position is taken out here, or whatever amount of position you want to take off risk is here. Your other half is trailing up with this blue, right? That's how this works. This is how you scale your account. You identify where the risk is. But you don't have to be an expert to see what's happening, right? We had strong downward motion, and now we're tapering slowly up. slowly, tapering takes time. We're slowly tapering up now along this blue. You can kind of see it for yourself. We had strong down, now we're tapering up slowly. You know when to get in trades, it's going to be on the bottom of blue for the call. Preferably when we get above 599.47. You'll learn all this. You'll learn it. You'll see it because we're going to do it every day. It's going to be a pattern for you. You'll see the patterns. So for this to continue, I want to see a break out of this magenta and retest blue and continue in purple. Remember, purple and blue are your up. So as long as you're in there, you're still in your uptrend, your short-term uptrend. You see it's struggling at this orange, so I think this orange is probably something significant. And sometimes algorithms take a while to present themselves, right? That's just how it works. And I drew this one up here. This is just another lucky one. This isn't a for sure or confirmed. If anything, it should be probably around here. I got another 15 minutes with you guys. I'm going to clean up the chart just a bit. Take a picture of it, take a note. I want to see a break, a retest, and a rejection still inside this blue. I want to still be inside this blue for the break, retest, and reject. I'm going to clean up the chart. Keep this in mind. All right, the algorithms that we identified are holding up. So we're going to meet major resistance at this orange, it looks like. We want to see what happens here. Looks like we got some upward momentum though. We got some upward momentum. So break orange, retest orange, rejection off orange. That's what we're looking for. But your safest bet for calls is going to be above this 599.47 once again. I'm just showing you the path that it needs to take for even 599.47 to happen. It needs to take this path. I'm going to clean up the chart. This W looks like it's playing out though, right? This W that I drew a long time ago. Easy claps. That's how you identify the risk. Easy. Bottom of blue for the calls. Simple. You're in the trade until it breaks purple. You're out of the trade when it breaks blue for sure. So as long as you follow these simple metrics and standards and don't let the price scare you out, you're going to win. It's impossible to lose. It's actually impossible to lose. Because I have these algorithms drawn perfect. So we're still inside blue. Still inside blue. Let's see, we might be starting a bear cycle now. Short-term bear cycle. We're going to see how much strength this has. This has room to go up now. This has room to go up. Beautiful. Let it play out. No trading right now. If you're not already in a position, just sit out. If you are in a position, you know what your triggers are for your take profits. Easy claps. Now remember, because I got to get out of here soon, this 599.47, this is what you want to see whenever it breaks, or wherever it breaks. If it does, you want to see it break out, retest, and reject. And if it just shoots up straight through, oh well, then we missed the move. No reason to risk money. But if you'd have taken this inverse head and shoulders, good for you. Good for you. We're currently in overbought territory, so a little pullback would be normal. Pullback to where? To this blue would be ideal for the continuation up. And why do I say the blue? Because we know that if we break blue, right? If we break blue, retest blue, and reject off of blue, then we know, because we're technically in a downtrend. Right? When we get to this 599.47, we could be just seeing this. So be on the lookout for that right there. Amazing move. Look at this head and shoulders I drew. Look at the head and shoulders I drew. Look at the money. Look at the money. Look at the money we printed. Oh my goodness. Look at the money we printed. I drew this head and shoulders. Look at the money. There it is. There it is. Look at the money we... Avocado on all the toast. Avocado on everyone's toast. Look at the money we just printed. Look. How? How can... You cannot go wrong. It's impossible to lose. It is impossible to lose today. You know where your exit is. It's impossible to lose. You may not win every battle, but the war at the end of the day is what we're concerned about. Right? Look at the money we are printing. Amazing. Look at the money. Look at the money we're printing. Don't say you didn't have plenty of... Look at the inverse head and shoulders I drew. And we know we're going to reach resistance right here. So if you want to take profit at 599.47, I don't blame you. Take your money and get out. Call it a day. Go home. Go sit down somewhere. This is amazing trade. Amazing trade. I'm going to clean up the chart. All right, now I see this wick, the strong wick right here. If you took this trade, all right, when we break this purple, start thinking about taking your profit, right? Start thinking about taking your profit. At least profit target one. At least profit target one. Look at this money we made today. Every single day we can do this. Every day. Even if you would have lost on one, You can't lose on all of them. It's impossible to lose on all these callouts. It's simply impossible. You're still in this trade from this head and shoulders, from this inverse head and shoulders. We haven't broken purple. It activated another purple. This is amazing. And I specifically told you when to get in on the calls, right? I said when we build liquidity inside green and break magenta, right? Remember that? Building liquidity in green and breaking magenta was your notification for the call. And exactly that happened. Building liquidity in green, breaking the magenta. So down in green, up through magenta. That's I mean, this is how we make money every day. This is crazy money being printed right now. Okay, I got a few more minutes here. Then I gotta head out. A few more minutes. Look at this money being printed. We're still inside the purple technically. Still inside purple technically. We didn't close outside of purple, so we're still in this head and shoulders play. We are still in this head and shoulder. This is amazing. This is all done live in real time. Live charting, real time. You can't get in. Join the Discord. If you want to get in on this action, join the Discord. Look at the money we are printing today. You can't take 2 losses in a row. It's impossible. And the wins cover your losses. You don't have to know exactly where the stock market's going to go. We're identifying risk. It doesn't matter where it goes, up or down. We don't care. Look at the money that was printed. Amazing play. Look at this. You can't ask for anything better. Major resistance at 599.47. Okay, when this breaks purple, I will exit my position. I'm going to exit all my positions, and I'm going to have to call it there because I can't babysit the trade. But if this keeps going up, I'll wait for it to not go up anymore. Okay, give me some more. Thank you. Give me more. I'll take it. I will take it. My trade's protected. I have nothing to worry about. Look at this head and shoulders. How much advance notice did you need? Look at the money we are printing. Oh my goodness. Simply amazing. Simply amazing. Now we want to wait for the break and retest. This is absolutely phenomenal. Look at this money. Yeah. Today's a good day. Today's a good day. Today is an excellent day. Easy to trade today. Once we figured out the algorithm, easy. I have 4 more minutes with you guys. I'm going to move my stop loss tight, and I'm going to put a take profit, so if one of them get triggered, nothing I can do. Nothing I can do if they get triggered, because I have to get out of here shortly. I got another 4 minutes. Look at the money we printed today. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Look at this money. Look at the money that's being printed. Look at this money being printed. Look at the money being printed. No one on the internet is doing it like this. No one is doing it like this. No one on the internet. Okay, I got 2 more minutes with you guys. I'm technically still in this trade. No reason for me to get out until I break this purple. Okay, so now we have the break. We're going to see if it's going to retest, right? We want to see if it retests like this. Break, retest, and reject. That's what we want to see. So this blue line right here is going to be important. Okay, that's my time. It's been a pleasure making a lot of money with you. It's been a pleasure buying avocado toast. I'm still in this trade. Okay, have a good day. Have a good day, everybody.